Good afternoon, YouTube gang. It's MLB DFS coming to you live and direct. Here to give you my fave 5 plays for the early and the main slate. Let's get into it because I know the early slate about to start at 4:05 Eastern time. Right now it's almost 3 p.m. Sorry, I had to take care of my daughter, make sure she is asleep so I could do my thing. I hope everybody's having an amazing weekend. Feel free to like the video, subscribe if you're new, press that bell icon so you stay notified for future videos. Let's jump into this slate, y'all. Going to the early slate at pitcher. You know, you could go with Max Scherzer, man, going against the Royals, but you're looking about 12,400 and 200 on DraftKings, man. It's a crazy price. He has much upside knowing he's been balling, y'all. Crazy upside in the past 5 games with 73 as his high in the past 5. And going against the Royals, look, is a good spot in general. 3 lefties, 4 righties, but as you can see, this guy Scherzer average around 582 OPS, man. He's a great pitcher, man, but we need some savings, yo. So I love Max Fried going against Miami. You know, 1 for 16 with a small sample size. He had a 34 fantasy point game against them last game. He had a 46-34 in the past 5 games. So as you can see, it's good upside. 8,600 on FanDuel. You're looking about 6,500 on DraftKings. Too cheap. Love this play for Max Fried. Also another great play, CC Sabathia, 81 on FanDuel and looking about 88 on DraftKings. I actually like this play better. CC is in a great spot in the past 5 games, 49, 46. He's been balling recently. Hope he keep this stride going. He had Tampa last game at 46 fantasy points, and hope he keep it going. You know, he's on a great upside right now. So love this play. 30.7 projection for CC today. All right, so love that play for him. Let's go to the first baseman position. Definitely want to look at like Josh Bell, like the Pittsburgh stack today. 4,500. But you're looking about a whopping 5,050, with a 5,700 on DraftKings, 14% advantage play going against Hauser on the switch hits, and he's the best hit against right-hand pitchers. I love this play, even though it's a small sample size. He's been balling recently, y'all. 32, 31, 76 in the past 5 games. Just came off a 32 fantasy point game against the Brewers last game, so why not do it again? Hauser is one of those guys probably gonna get annihilated today. So I love Josh Bell to help out with these plays. So I love Josh Bell today, and you're looking about 4, 3, and 4 in the past 3 games at bats. So a 3.8 at bat advantage, not advantage, but average play for him today. Just like that play in general. Let's see if we can find some more savings. I like a Howie Kendrick going against the Royals. Glenn Sparkman is a garbage pitcher, and this team, Washington's team, could definitely exploit him easily. So like Howie Kendrick at this play at 2,800 is a steal. We're looking at 48 on DraftKings, but great spot for FanDuel in this price tag. All right, let's go to the next spot at second baseman. All right, like Michael Brosier, that's how you pronounce it. And going against CC, so that's a great contrarian play for CC today. Can't ignore the play though. I mean, even though I might want to pick Sabathia, I mean, can't overlook him, man. He's been balling recently. A 63 advantage play, 2,400, 9.5 projection play. We're looking at about 3,000. Still too cheap for this guy, knowing he's been balling recently, y'all. He had 18 last game against the Yankees, 25, 13, 16 in the past 5 games. So you cannot fade this guy, man. Even though you want to have some exposure to CC, this guy has been doing work. Another guy, Keston, man, in a great spot against Pittsburgh, Milwaukee. Played 92% advantage play going against Dario. I'm not even gonna pronounce his last name, but in a smashes spot, smashes righties, and this guy is garbage against right-hand pitcher batters. So he's in a good spot. 28 is too cheap at this price tag for FanDuel, and looking about 4,000 on DraftKings. Just came off a 24 fantasy point game against Pittsburgh last game, and he had 25 in the past 5 games. So he's in another great spot for today at a cheap spot. Definitely like him in this play. Like, you want to still target Pittsburgh, you got Adam Frazier, but I could keep going with these plays, man, but that's if you want access to my player pool. You got to stick to the end of the video, man, so you know how to. All right, let's go to the third baseman spot. Got to go back to Rafael Devers, man. This guy went crazy yesterday. He should do well against Zimmerman's 500 batting average. Against Zimmerman, he should have a hard time with this Boston stack today. He had 31 last game, 31, 10, 59, 57, 19 in the past 5. He's definitely paying up his price tag at $4,500. Looking at about $5,600 on DraftKings, 10.6 projection play. But I love him, man. He's been doing work. I wish I had him in my line yesterday, but I went with JD and Mookie Betts. But Mookie Betts is another good spot for today. But Devers in a great spot today. So you want to go for a nice cheaper play. Let's go down this list. See somebody I'm definitely eyeing. I was definitely eyeing Colin Moran, man. Like I said, Pittsburgh stacks in a great spot for today. Going against Hauser, he's been perfect with a 2 for 2. So 2 singles against him, but he had a 34 in the past 5 games. He's been on the slump lately, so hopefully he can bounce back in this play. Too cheap to overlook at $2,800 on FanDuel. We're looking at $4,000 on DraftKings. Another guy you could look at is DJ LeMahieu. So 4 for 9 against Blake Snell. All right, 444 batting average, 4 singles against him. So he's been doing well lately. So somebody can't overlook as well. So, but nonetheless, I like Rafael Devers, man. All right, last play at outfielder. All right, last play. Want to definitely take a look at. Let's go Mookie Betts. He did well yesterday with 25 fantasy points last game on FanDuel. 4 for 6, 667 batting average with a home run against Zimmerman. All right, then another smashing spot today. He's been smashing Detroit lately in the past 4, 25, 19, 22, 10, 25, 12, 28 in the past 5 games recently. This guy's been on a tear, so I love this play for him at only $4,200, and he's looking at 49 on DraftKings. Still a reasonable price tag on both platforms for him today. Another good spot. Let's go down for some savings. I like Tyler McQuinn, 3 for 6 going against Descafani, 500 batting average, 3 for 6, 2 singles, 1 double. Horrible against lefties. Tyler McQuinn's a great spot for today. A cheap play, $2,800 on FanDuel, 36 on DraftKings. This is a great spot for him, knowing he has good upside in this play. All right, so definitely don't want to overlook him at this spot in his price tag as well. All right, so I like this play for him. And let's go to the main slate. All right, let's go to the main slate. You gotta look at like Garrett Cole, man, in a great spot against the Angels. All right, he's 11,500 on FanDuel, and it's a little cheaper of 11,100 on DraftKings. This is a great spot in general for Garrett Cole, man. He's been balling recently as well. As you can see, he got great upside against the Angels, high at 58 last game, back at it again. So love this play for him today. Another guy I could definitely take a look at. I definitely like Chris Bassett going against Seattle. He's another good spot. He's cheap, so $7,200 on FanDuel and looking about 75 on DraftKings. Seattle's one of those teams, man. They're not really as strong as they used to be, so Seattle's a good team to definitely target. Kenta Maeda, that's how you pronounce it? Oh man, I butchered his name, but I like him as well. Going against the Padres, 6,700 on FanDuel. Too cheap, 31.9 projection play for him today. 18 for 83 as well, 14% advantage play against righties. Love this play for him today. 217 bad average against the Padres. So only if he's looking only 2 lefties, which is his worst hits against left-hand bats. This guy is in a great spot for today. I love him in this play. He has good upside, 24, 47, 27, 37, and a 6 in the past 5 against the Padres. Hopefully he don't have a dud like he did before, but definitely if he goes off, he's in a great upside. His price tag to definitely load up some great bats for today. All right, let's go to our next spot at first baseman. All right, let's go down this list. Definitely I like to look at is Robinson Chirinos, man, going against Angels. 4 for 9 against Andrew Heaney, man. Horrible against righties. I'm definitely going to target the Astros against this horrible righty left-hand pitcher, man. So I love this play for him. 4 for 9, 444 batting average with 2 home runs, 2 singles. He's been on the slump lately, but he has good upside, knowing that he has great history against Haney, man. 3,100 on FanDuel. 38 on DraftKings. Love this price tag for him, and he's a catcher play. So let's look at a first baseman play. Another guy. Let's go down this list. See who we want to look at. All right, another guy, Christian Walker, man. He's been balling recently, man. Going against John Gray. He's 2 for 5 with a 400 batting average, but he's been on a tear lately, y'all. 98 projection play. As you can see, 51 last game against Colorado, 25 and 28 in the past 5 games against Colorado. Hopefully you come back and ball out once again against Colorado today. Another guy you can look at. Let's see. I think that's only 2 I'm really eyeing right now. Paul Goldschmidt, he has great history against Bumgarner. 333 batting average against him. He hits his best hits against left-hand pitchers with Madison. So he had 28 last game. Another guy you can look at, man. 3,400 on DraftKings. Great spot for him. 3.8 at bats as well. Definitely one of the guys you want to look at in this play. All right, so I like him. Let's go to our second baseman for today, Jose Altuve, man. Hopefully he'll do work. Like I said, definitely want to target Andrew Haney. His worst hits against right-hand bats. So he's a 1.084 OPS against Haney, 368 batting average with the home run as well. He's been on the slump lately as well, but he had 31-16 the past 5 games, and he has great upside against the Angels. So I love Houston's stack today. Definitely like this stack today. So I look at him in this spot for today. You can look at Philly. Cesar Hernandez in a good spot against Syndergaard. 400 advantage batting average against him as well. I didn't look at Rhys Hoskins. I think he's also in the smashing spot today. He had 19 last game against Mets, and he has great upside against the Mets, and he's still too cheap at 3,100, 36 on DraftKings. So he's still too cheap. Love that play for him today. All right, let's see somebody else I'm looking at. All right, let's go to our next play. Let's go to the shortstop. Shortstop play. All right, let's go down. See if I like Javier Baez, man. 3 for 8 against Jolito. 375 batting average with a home run, 4,000 on FanDuel, 46 on DraftKings. Definitely another guy definitely want to take a look at. 10, 25, 25 past 5 games recently. He had a 15-32 fantasy point game against Chicago White Sox in the past 5. So I like this play for him. He's in a good spot for today. So I'll see if he got some savings, like a Brandon Crawford against the Cardinals with Miles Mikolas, man. 333 batting average, 1 home run, 2 for 6, small sample size, but he has great upside. Last game he has 16, 22 in the past 2 against the Cardinals. 2,300 is still too cheap for him. 3,200 on DraftKings. So cheap, man. Love this play for him. As you can see, the pitcher rank is 24th, man, in the league. So definitely a good guy to save on some savings and help with your lines. Like Philly's in a good spot. Like Gene Segura also is in a good spot. 3,700, looking at 4,000 on DraftKings. So Philly has a good stack today. You can look at him, man. He had 19 last game, 26, 29, 37 in the past 5 games against the Mets, and going against Syndergaard, 500 batting average, man. So he has great history against them, and he's been doing well, doing damage. So I like this play for Gene Segura today. All right, last play at outfielder. You could look at Jeff McNeil. I like him in the spot. 10 for 17 is a great history against Arrieta, man. 588 batting average, and he has 1 home run as well against him. Hope it's a bounce back game for him. He had 31-22 in the past 5 games against the Phillies. It's a 3,600 on FanDuel, looking about 4,900 on DraftKings, but 10.9 projection play on FanDuel. Love this play, knowing it's a 29% advantage play. He has great history against Arrieta, so I love this spot for him today. Let's check out another guy for some great savings. Like Alex Dickerson, man, going against Mikolas, man. This guy's been on a tear lately, man. Kills righties, as you can see, 1.002 OPS against righties. He is on a tear. He's been overlooked as well. Still too cheap on FanDuel at 3,000, 4,100 on DraftKings. He smashed out last game, man. 22 fantasy points. You should definitely have another tear, man. So Giants is also a GPP stack they could definitely look at, because they're definitely gonna be low owned. A lot of people aren't looking at him. He had 4 at bats last game. Hopefully keep them at bats going for him, because he's paying off his price tag in a great way. So I like this play for him, you know. So those are my plays, man. You can also check out my draft dashboard tools, man. If you want access to my player pool, as you can see on top of this video, all you gotta do is click the link in my description to sign up. It's only $1 for 30 days, so why not cash, y'all? So you have access to the player pool to make quality lineups. Click on the menu bar once you sign up. You have access to your MLB cheat sheet. It gives you the top plays of the slate without doing research. All right, you have the sleepers, your studs. Click on the watch players. You have access to your player pool and also my picks. Click on that button, MLB DFS picks, up top for either DraftKings or FanDuel. All right, so I love y'all, man. Hope y'all have an amazing day with your early slate and the main slate. Also, please like the video, like the content, also subscribe, and I love y'all. Y'all collect that bag for the weekend. All right, it's MLB DFS. Y'all stay blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next video.